Welcome back to ESL Pro League, where we're going to be delving into our second series of the day here, live from the Intel Esports Arena, joined by the wonderful SEO.
Hello again.
How are you doing, Ben?
I'm doing alright, actually. I'm doing alright.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've noticed one of my hairs is kind of, it stood up a little bit like an aerial.
Oh yeah.
See that there?
Yeah,
just the one.
Yeah.
Just the one. It loves doing that.
Yeah, you always have some stray hairs.
Yeah. I don't know why. But who will be the stray in our matchup today, Ben?
Not too sure. I don't think there will be a stray. I think there's two teams, actually. Hopefully uniting together. Unlike what we saw from Space Wars, they were quite disappointing earlier on, but this time we've got Mousesports and AGO. AGO yesterday looks pretty solid, actually. The win off Na'Vi on one map. And even the second one wasn't a bad showing by any means. But ultimately we've got to be thinking they're still at the bottom. They need to get wins on the board. And Mousesports is not exactly an easy game to get wins through. No,
it's going to be rough, right? I mean, in recent form for Mousesports, they were the victors at New York. They got themselves a big win there. But after that, a roster change was made. Snacks, he's been removed from the roster temporarily now, sat on the bench until they decide what they're actually going to do with him. And the return of Stiko, a man that has kind of been taken for granted one too many times for the side of Mouse.
Yeah, it was one of those decisions, like, sure, getting Snack into the team, you think he can revert to, what, 2017, sort of early 2017 form. You think that's a fantastic addition. However, they thought a bit too much about it. Like, he didn't return to that same form. He also didn't provide the same sort of team play that the team required, right?
Yeah.
There was mentions of the communication issues that they had. Like, Stiko was a player who, even if he died, his round was not over yet. He would communicate when he realized players cannot speak for themselves sometimes. They're in a firefight or in a position where they just can't risk putting their mouse, well, pressing push to talk, for example. And that was quite a clear difference in the team. Like, it was a player that they were, lacking at the time. However, now he is back, and he's had some time to actually play his own game and improve that way on the Cloud9. It is Cash first map, though, between AGO and Mouse.
Overall, he's been looking good as well. Actually seems like quite an effective teammate having back in the roster. So let's see if he will be performing this evening. As we get into the action here, Rops gets first contact towards mid, as there'll be 3 players pushing out. Ooh, bludgeoned down quite low there.
Yeah, taking a lot of damage there early on. Doesn't want to fall too early, though. He has the kit and flashes available to him. Doesn't want to lose those instantly. Christian will get traded. Stiko actually does phenomenally well to get 2 there.
That's incredible, but the trade back from Caper. He is the new gun, the newly additioned mercenary to the side of a go, and looks good to open up this round with 2 beautiful kills of his Glock. But Oscar delves down, creeps out of the vent, and Oscar continues on the ferocity as well, as he will be able to connect the headshot and eliminate the Sparrow, killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
However, they haven't actually recovered the kit that Stiko, oh, it wasn't Stiko, actually, Rops had in CT. So there's $400 value on the floor somewhere next to CT, which they'll not recover, which
it's gone forever.
Might come back to bite them.
Could
we did see an effect of Space Sword, for example, when they did not have a kit on the second round. They did lose because of it. Or at least it was a major contributor towards the loss. And it looks like a technical pause we called by Mousesports. So, unknown what that issue is currently.
I believe it's a microphone issue.
Microphone issue, okay. That's quite an impactful one if it were to be a bad situation.
Their microphone's a potato, Ben.
Oh no. Not potato.
No.
You can't talk through that.
Well, actually, it's Halloween, so it'd be a pumpkin, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Microphone's pumpkin.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Little pumpkin pun for you there.
Yeah. So, trying to resolve that as soon as possible, of course. But AJ did get the plant, though, on that pistol. Even though they did lose, the last man alive did still get the bomb down. Which does mean there's a lot more money available to them, which is where you start thinking, with that pause though coming through, they might have been able to talk about maybe an AK buy. Because you do get 2700, so every player could drop an AK if required. And it looks like there is an AK at play, the Galil and 2 Max 10. So this buy is quite strong. They've gone with actually just getting the players who had enough money to buy an AK himself in Caper. Galil for Grubby, and you've got quite a lot of firepower here compared to normal.
Chris J as well, picking up the AUG, going for the zoomer roll, but will he be zooming ahead into this round? Gets the first, tries to decimate more, the adjustment's there, so he gets 2 kills before he's eventually punished. PHR is the only Polish player that is still standing. He wanted the AK, picks up the Mach 10, eventually is able to fumble his way through to get the gun he desired, but he will go down. And Mousesports pick up the round with a save from Stiko there, last minute grabbing Chris J's AUG.
Yeah, Christian did very well to actually get the 2 kills. Obviously, the first kill, he does dodge the flashbang, and then from there, he still managed to get 1 back, which is quite surprising considering he was getting pressure from both angles. A 2-0 start for Mousesports, kind of showing that that B site is not as easy as they think. And Stiko actually either He's forgotten to get a gun, or he actually is just going to go USB. Fortunately for him, though, even though he had a USB, a deal would wipe him out regardless of what weapon he had.
Yeah, he's been one-digged. Chris J trades it back, though. That zoominess coming into play there.
And he actually gets the second one as well. So he was one of the top few players to actually purchase the weapon alongside, I believe it was Elysian, Elysian NA, and then God B, of course, which we've seen quite a few times.
Yeah, with the consistent buyers at the very least.
End goal looks to be towards that A site, though, for them. Over Sunny.
Ooh. Pixel perfect for Sunny.
Beautiful one tap, and that grenade will do quite a bit as well. Solid hit. Does get dinked himself, though. So that might actually make him not try and force the issue. They are waiting for Rops to actually get the lurk all the way behind to get that $600 value on the kill. Should be just a matter of time. So that was
4x3.
Didn't even realise that, did it? Yeah, that looks like a 4x3 situation. Definitely. 3-0 for Mouse, looking pretty comfortable for them thus far. Oscar now given an AWP as well by Steeko, I believe. So let's see what AGO can actually do, though. You can see Sparrow, no armor on his AWP buy. Just the smoke. And they've missed the smoke, which is meant to put the boost molly out instantly, and it actually normally would provide you with similar to a one-way. That's quite an awkward situation there. That was Grubby missing the smoke, I believe. Not PHR. PHR was the one who just stared at it for quite a while. Very peculiar situation. Smoke will come in. Sunny. Thinking about going for a Molotov, but he's actually debating the retake play. Very willing to actually just hold grenades out here. It's very unusual. Puts the Molotov towards water, but it just goes straight out. The flash into sight. He's managed to get himself a quad, though.
Yeah, nicely done as well with the finesse on the slide. Gets it, finds the first, tries to go for the spray. The caper, even through the blindness, will be able to get that kill.
Oh, no. Yeah, still got it down. And he doesn't even get the kill.
Wow, Chris. He should have been able to pick that one up, but goes down, and actually the punishing damage is done. This could be the round over. Steeko left with a 1 versus 4. They were trying to evacuate, Ben. They wanted to stay alive, but instead, everyone will die.
Can't help but feel like if that was an M4 on Chris J's hands, he probably gets the kill. He moves a bit slower with that AUG. And obviously, the spray, or at least the early action there, not quite as accurate. And Sparrow, he actually hasn't gone in for his armor buy. Quite weird, he's got $2,200, he's just opting to go no armor. There's actually a triple AWP in play as well from mousesports. This is quite a, I think it's fair to say, an investment, at least. They have to have triple AWP. One towards each part of the map. Rops at mid. Oscar towards the A site, and then Chris J going quite aggressive towards B. So I think it's more on the rifle, or at least Sunny who has the rifle towards the A site, because it looks like the A site is going to be the main call for AGO later on into this round. Not much happening though, other than that mid control taken quite early by AGO. Rops was very willing to leave it, or at least play quite defensive. With the vent break coming through though, Steeko's already rotated off this site, and that's the bomber's checked it with its back turn, that's the bomb called.
Yeah,
Needs to rotate.
This round can collapse quite quickly now from the position they're left in. It is relatively precarious, as it will be now into the 4 versus 5. Utility being dashed out, Molotovs across the board, going to be crunching down. They ignite the player towards the side. That's Chris J, who barely holds up. It's quite crispy, but somehow just land the shot as well, proving that he's also crisp, Ben. Gets the elimination, brings it back into the 4 versus 3. They might have the site control, but they really have the manpower, PHR as well. Oy.
That was such an awkward predicament. Sparrow gets taken down, you know, doesn't expect the player that close. It's just the 2 players on site though. But there's only a single flashbang on the CT side and no kit. This got to come in soon though, the retake needs to be moving.
It's an awkward spot to be in, but PHR looks to try and make it a whole lot better. Snipes down the first man. Readjusts for headshot, finds the kill. He's being tagged up, but PHR is doing it! Unfortunately, Steeko glides in, gets the execution, and that will be the defuse.
It's fortunate that he grabbed the actual kit on site as well. Chris J, the man with the kit. It's a very costly round though. If you think about it, they all invested triple AWP into that one. That's over $5,000 per player. And they only survived with one person alive when you think about it, it was a 1v4. Agio responding with an instant force back. mousesports, you can see the buy. It's not fantastic, is it? 2 smokes, 4 flashbangs. They're relying on the actual guns here. And Agio, it looks like it's going to be a B play, but there's 3 players going to be from mousesports as well. It's going to be a big challenge.
Ooh, Chris J with the first and the second. Chris just allowed to push out, make a meal out of them. However, the trades come back through. They can grab the AUG as well, but Rops is waiting there to go absolutely ridiculous with the FAMAS, but is not given an opportunity today. Caper will cut him down, short in his tracks, and fall it back now into the 2 versus 2.
The bomb is down, though, in their open view, but do they expect Caper to have actually gone into checkers, though? He's made quite a good move there. It's all about the angle here. Caper, he did see him. Sunny wins the fight, though. Just Grubby left now. Look how far back he was. He was expecting some kind of lurk from behind. The thing he has that can work quite well into this round is he's got all of his grenades still available to him. If he wants to get the bomb, he can just smoke it simply. However, that nade actually might be perfect. If that was Sunny, that would have killed him. 22 damage, exactly done to Oscar. So the difference there, it could have been Sunny. Unfortunately, not for him, though.
So awkward as well for Grubby, trying to waltz his way through the smoke whilst a spam of bullets barely whizzes by him. He has picked up the bomb. He's in a 1 versus 2. But if he goes back, Sunny will find him. Luckily, he goes forward and does overthrow Oscar. But Sunny, he can backstab now, and it all depends on the timing. Sunny heard those footsteps though, Ben, so he's just going to hold.
Grubby's actually faked him out there completely. Sunny knows that surely if he had run towards him, he would have to be moving. There's only 15 seconds left. He'll hear the movement onto the site. And Grubby, depends where he plants, I think, doesn't it? If he plants for B main regularly,
if he's
caught out.
exposed.
Sunny's already close enough that this shouldn't be a matter.
Bomb's going down. Grubby, will he expect Sunny to be slowly walking up? No, he won't. That's the execution. Splatters the blood on the back of the wall. Can save the AWP there and get the defuse. I mean, he's got time as well. He can actually push out here, look for utility, look for a kit, fully clear those bodies, grabs a kit. That's a good round win.
You could argue that was Stiko there explaining as well that there is a kit down. Because it was his body that was there. So another costly round, though. The plant does make it possible for Agio to actually fall straight back into it. They should recognise mousesports. They do not have much money left. And you can see, they're willing to chase it. Grubby goes straight in for the AK buy. And the fact that they were able to get that far into the round, you've got to be thinking, though, Chris J obviously opened up with 2. The player behind him, Stiko, wasn't able to get anything on the board, but Rops should have probably done better. He got the 1 kill, and then he kind of gambled on the spam through the smoke rather than anything else. So smoke coming out right from the get-go. 2 smokes coming through, so this is an obvious A play really being orchestrated. They're trying to get some information in early. The Molotov comes through. That was the only Molotov on the mousesports side. But look at the gamble though. You can see 2 players already close. Player at track as well. Agio trying to wait it out a bit longer. They only got 1 smoke left now. It's on Grubby indoor as well, so he can only really smoke in front of quad unless he goes out and tries to do it really aggressively. Oh, the team attack. That was plenty of noise for Sunny to hear there, but he doesn't even get a kill.
Oh, Grubby with 1 headshot, eliminates Sunny. Caper keeps it going as well. Punished Robs, but Oscar with a flick nearly actually lined them up for the double, Ben. That could have been a huge re-entry into the round. However, it did not occur. And now Stiko and Chris J are forced into the save. They cannot pick this one up. And Ago will be walking out of there with an additional round. It will now go 5-2 overall.
The gamble pays off for Agio, though. They keep forcing into it. They recognise that mousesports, they don't have much money. However, even though mousesports, you know, that play was quite telegraphed, I feel. The smokes came out early, Molotov delayed it at the start. Even when they flashed in, they heard a lot of bullets being fired, because they must have blinded quite a few of them. Yet for some reason, they're still caught out. I mean, Sunny puts that smoke down, still loses the firefight when they run through. Got to be doing better, I feel. Should be a fall straight back into it, though, for mousesports, I think. There's a double eco for pretty much all the players. This is probably a pause from them to talk about this buy. You can see 4 of the players on less than $2,000. You saved 2 guns through. Chris J can drop an M4 across, which you can see there going. Stiko, though, he can drop pistols, I think would be his best opportunity. There's a UMP being dropped there as well. So actually, there's 2 UMPs there, so what could the possibility have been? I feel like you could probably get an even better buy if you were to have dropped for example, 3 UMPs from Chris J, that probably would have been better. But they're actually going to go for the double rifle and for double rifle AWP and then UMPs aside it. Looks like there is one player though who going to have to use a pistol, which is Oscar. So Stiko actually forfeited his own M4 there. Team player through and through, by looks things. Keeper, he just goes straight through the Molotov. That's a fantastic opener for mousesports, but Furlan traces him straight back. The question is, will Furlan actually stay in main and actually be caught off? Because we saw Oscar. It's a double push really. Sunny's there as well. Grabs the AWP, should be an easy kill. However, they didn't see the bomb, I don't think. They'll see it now if they go around the long way, but they're going the short way. They won't see that bomb. They have no idea the bomb is down.
This is crazy. The impact this has on the round as well, because they now have to push in. They've now instantly been traded back into a 2v2. Sunny, you will actually be given a golden opportunity here, though, because they have to re-aggress to retake the bomb. They push by him. He gets that kill, and it all falls down onto Grubby in a 1v2.
You see, Sunny, he was looking for the bomb. He's like, why would he have to go back that way? He finally sees it. And Stiko, he's so low, though, he has to be quite cautious in the way he moves. It is a 1v2, though, Grubby. Unfortunate timing there, I have to say. But that's all down to the bomb being down, really, isn't it? The fact that they pushed 2 through door. They didn't even see the bomb was the main thing. But yeah, Stiko, he's able to, or Sunny rather, he was able to see the movement from PHR, basically guaranteed the bomb is down somewhere. I have to look where it is, just in case. And AJ, they respond with an instant tactical pause themselves. Potentially because of how crazy that round was, though. You had Caper run through a Molotov and a HE over boost. You had a player get picked off in a main. And they double pushed door, nobody was watching it. mousesports overly aggressive and AJ are not expecting it there.
So a pause coming through from AGO. As we'll delve back into the game, a relatively quick one, as they hash out what they wanted to do going into round number 9 here. mousesports, they've got 6 rounds on the board. Can they keep adding to this? The investment is the AWP there over on Oscar. We've got the AWP back on Chris J as well. Famous M4, and then the UMP for Stiko. Heavy aggression though, coming out towards main early on, so that will be a ton of info for Caper. He'll be hearing all of these flashbangs and feet hammering down.
Yeah, they do get the information. However, Oscar is AWPing the back, and Sunny will be playing towards that locker room, so they're playing primarily for the control day main. Like, obviously Caper, he'll have heard them push into it, but he has no idea. They could have walked off, they could have actually be staying in there. They can't guarantee where the players are still. What is guaranteed, though, is they won't be able to go in there without using flashbangs, I feel. It would be too risky to actually just walk in. That smoke guarantees that they are probably in there, but the smoke, it's not exactly landed properly, though. There's a bit of a gap at the front. And some traffic there on the boost. Congestion, switching to 2 lanes there. 45 seconds left though. AGO are just doing the strategy to actually take over mid. However, you've got to be thinking, 40 seconds, they need to get towards one of these sites as soon as possible. Looks like B will be the call as well. You can see the migration there through Useless as well through the vent. Chris has all the grenades in the middle. He's already smoked towards B main. And unfortunately, Stiko gets caught out. Doesn't expect the players to be in checkers. The players are quite low across the board here.
Ooh.
They nearly lined up.
Yeah, the battery coming through, but again, it's another round that mousesports are basically going to have to concede at this point. It's not really worth it. Oscar's got an AWP, Sunny there on the M4. Just let this one slip away, go for the double save, and that will now be a 3rd round picked up for a go. So there's only 3 rounds discrepancy between the 2 sides. Oscar, and amidst the save, is able to actually find an exit frag onto Grubby as well.
Yeah, so Oscar, I think he's the bigger save required here. He'll take a lot of damage, takes a kill away as well. But the main bit is he's got $3,700 as well, so he can drop another AWP if they were to go for a double AWP here. I think the more likely case is it will be another rifle, but I wouldn't be surprised if Chris J would ask for another AWP just because he can then get more of a presence towards B to avoid a situation like that occurring. Because it was quite clear they were blindsided by the fact that there were players in checkers, for example.
Yeah.
So let's see, Oscar 2950, Sunny 5100. The AWP drop will be happening as well, so Chris J gets the AWP. From there, you can see guns being passed across. Rops is one of those players who I kind of feel like he's fizzled off in terms of like the quality of play that like we've seen from him in the past few rounds. Like he started off so strong, mainly because we weren't sure what to expect.
Yeah.
And this AWP is coming into effect immediately. He's already got 1 kill into the round, gets a second. Caper's so low as well. Rops. That's one way to get him back in the round, I suppose.
Jet sprint straight. Oh, Chris! The wall bang straight through. Kills Caper. Just falls on towards Furlan now in a 1 versus 3. This is a horrible spot to be left in. Quite a tricky one at that. He will try and win the round though. Bomb goes down. Tries to reposition back off the site as he will slowly tiptoe his way over. Sliver in towards Checkers. And make this his new domain for the rest of the round now. As the retake starts to develop, you've got the backstab coming in there from Sunny. They've got a lot of nades. They've got the kit on Chris as well. So winning this round is going to be hard pushed for Furlan. They use the flashbangs though, so they can start to get aggressive. Time's ticking away. Nearly spotted out the back there of one player, but Sunny will find the kill. They can jump straight on the bomb now, and that will be the 7th round picked up for Mouse.
Yeah, very slow retake coming through there though. They understand that Chris J does have a kit. But Chris J ultimately, the AWP drop was the question mark for me at the start of the round, and he gets an inputting kill, gets a second one, and even a third through the wall, even though he's stuck in CT. But AGO, they're stuck in this forced by narrative by looks things, aren't they? They keep buying over and over again. They're chasing that economy so far. All they need to do is string 2 rounds together, really, to actually get themselves into this game fully. But Mouse keep rejecting them at the last little step. That smoke has gone horrifically.
Oh, Chris, if he would have actually just been holding the angle there, that would have been a free kill as they crossed.
2 different people there.
Yeah, he's got a big read on him.
So the flashes will come through. The smoke's coming through as well, so the smoke actually not on the entrance anymore. Chris J gets a free kill again.
Rops needs to be really big into this round as well. He can slide out, attack from the rear. However, Steeko's done the majority of the damage. Here comes Rops for the run through, as he'll body slam into the final 2 players and eliminate them both. The mousesports keep on trucking through now, as they've got themselves an 8th round.
Kind of confusing call, really, think about. Like, the first smoke missing gives Chris J all that information. He sees 2 different people cross. There wasn't even a smoke at the main entrance, but they did the VPB take, which you need a smoke at the entrance, because otherwise Chris J will get a free kill like that. Steeko was allowed to just face into the mall.
Yeah.
There wasn't even any malls stopping him either. So ultimately just a force buy too far, perhaps, from AGO, because they didn't have the utility to do what they wanted to.
It was quite bare bones, and didn't really work out too nicely for them. They need some more rounds as well. They've got to build a buffer here on this T side, or they could quickly fall out of luck over on their CT half. Oscar towards mid does a good job of getting the initial pick. However, on the reface, Sparrow with the Deagle proves that he can be just as mighty without an AWP in his hands. But when it comes down to the push, they are obliterated. Sunny will strike them all down 1 by 1.
Very easily done by Sunny. Sparrow obviously did get that kill towards Oscar, but ultimately it'll be for nothing at this point, right? We're looking at a 1v4 for PHI. He's got no armor, just a Deagle in his hand. All he can do is cause damage. And he won't even do that. Sunny with a 4K. Mouse in a very good position to take this. Chris J and Sunny both popping off when needed. Both players playing different sites as well. So it's a bit of a scary sight for AGO. And one of the big things, Sparrow, that was his first kill of the game.
Yeah.
And he's had an AWP quite a few rounds. Obviously, if you are an AWPer, ideally you want to have an AWP in your hands, but if you're forced into this sort of game where they've not had a real buy round, if I'm honest, they've been forcing over and over again, you're putting them on like CZs, Tech 9s, Mac 10s sometimes. These are not the guns he excels at using. I'm straight going for the boost. PHR is watching this. Question is, how patient will Rops be for this play? Because the longer he waits, the more likely it is for him to actually get an impact into ruining the effect of AGO. The boost is going to come through though. He's pushing them just at the right time. Wow. Timed beautifully.
His stopwatch worked well for him there in that one, Ben, as the double kill will come through, and that stops the play from a go as well. Already removes 2 huge players from the roster, makes it a little bit harder now as well. The isolated push out towards mid, they're just giving Rops opportunities for the 1v1s. Caper will eventually be able to overthrow him, but surely it's too late. It's a 2-on-4. They're outnumbered, but they are making their move towards the A site. Sunny, he's pushed straight on through, but still gets the kill.
Beautiful shot from him. Furlan now 1v4. The Molotov, he has to push through it if he wants to get to the site. You have to guarantee he is at the front of red. Oscar will have heard that scope noise. And these flashes, they just keep on coming. It's a 1v3, but he needs to do something crazy here.
Yeah, some lunacy would need to be displayed here from Furlan. The peak comes towards him. He gets a free kill on Oscar. He predicts the next pace as well. But the shot from the rear, Ben Stico misses the first, gives Furlan a little bit of a chance, but will still capitalise and take him down. 10-3 as mousesports are dominating currently on their CT half, looking very efficient.
And as well as that, they've got plenty of cash in the bank as well. This is the 14th round. They've got full bag coming through. Even if they were to lose this one, you've got plenty of cash to drop for the last one. AJO not in a good position. You know, we thought yesterday was quite a resurgence showing what they can do with this new roster. However, that train game against Na'Vi might have been a one-off. Looks like a mid-burst of some kind was being talked about, but Sparrow pulls away from the grenades. And Sunny, I think he should have seen him then, but Oscar will take care of that issue that was at hand. It's another opener though for mousesports. How many times have AJ actually got the opening kill this game? I don't think, maybe twice if that.
Yeah, it is really rough. I mean, the majority of the early game frags have always gone in favour of mousesports. The Deagles are the only thing actually setting them aside into this game. And, oh, it's not reliable, but it's certainly a spectacle. Caper, Deags down 2 men, grabs himself the AWP as well, but you can see he's eager for it. A little bit twitchy here, Ben, as the push is coming back round from behind as well. Stico gets the cut down onto Sparrow, and it is all up to Caper. A very aggressive angle, misses the first frag and will be obliterated. The shots land into him, he gets tagged up by the AK, finished off by the AWP. Defuse comes through, 11-3, coming in strong, looking for a 12-3 half here.
Yeah, Chris J with the great movement there, really baits out the shot. Caper expecting to catch a player off guard perhaps, but Chris J, very experienced man, doesn't want to fall for that sort of situation. And mousesports, they're in a good position to go 12-3 here. This is probably only the first time that Sparrow's had a proper buy with his AWP as well. Like, previous times he still had no armor. 1 kill so far against a team like mousesports who've got 2 really solid AWPers in Chris J and Oscar. And that'll be a really good nade as well.
Straight on the nose. Oh, 50 HP nearly. That's huge.
It's not a good start. That's another opening kill though, Rops. He's just dismantling them completely.
They've got their number, Ben. A go. You can't help but think maybe the game versus Na'Vi wasn't really a go playing well, but Na'Vi just really having a down day because the go is just struggling here. Nothing coming through whatsoever. Not even a scratch on the mousesports side there. And that is going to be the victory for them. 12-3 in the first half, looking dominant as ever, as we'll now move through as they flip sides. Just winning that half in a matter of seconds, really.
Yeah, we saw some early pauses at least coming through. Like AGO did use one of them. And mousesports did the same just to talk about a purchase. But otherwise, AGO clearly not feeling like pauses will be needed. Like, if you think about, like, this is one of the issues when you do force into rounds like they did, right? So they were 7-3, and they were still chasing that economy situation. If you keep trying to chase it like that, you win 1 round for every 2 or 3 they win. They'll come at you quick and fast. You'll be realizing slowly there's a big, round deficit that you built for yourself.
Yeah.
And think about it now. It's 12-3, and we've probably only been going for what, maybe 15, 20 minutes.
It's been a very quick game.
It doesn't feel like
it's been long, yeah. And that comes down to the fact that mousesports were pretty much getting at least 2 early entry kills every round. So it's a 5 versus 3 pretty much from the get-go every time. Very bizarre. I wonder how the second half is going to develop as well, as it seems like we are ready to get back underway with it. A go now moving on to the CT side. This pistol round means a lot.
Pistol does mean an awful lot. Furlan does get the kit and the smoke. Chris J, on the other side of things, gets a smoke and a Molotov. Otherwise, it is just armor on each and every other player on the server. 2 players going towards B for AGO, and it looks like Mouse are planning to hit that site. Nobody going to be holding for contact. Sparrow, he's holding for the close contact. However, if he gets swarmed, this could be very bad for him.
Oh,
that's already bad.
Sparrow on 1 HP, but at least he gets a kill before he goes down. Doubles it up as well. Huge play into the round for him, considering how low he was. He had 1 foot in the grave, but he was still killing Ben. Stiko slips onto the site, can now go for the bomb plant. Grubby and Caper are going to respond back around, but is there any potential for a clutch for them into this one? Grubby going to go straight through the smoke, out of the shroud, and into the thick of it. Support of his teammate there that peeks up as well. He will get the flick, but he's just left in the 1-on-2, and he can't do it. Sunny's going to finish him off. Sunny just keeps
Sunny's
going.
taunting him as well. You could see, he was just like, I didn't have to do anything. I just kept on doing this, and I still won the firefight. I barely moved.
The tippy taps.
And that just shows like that crazy confidence from him. And that was a pistol where Sparrow did phenomenally well to even get 2. He was on 1 HP from pretty much the get-go. But after he got 2 kills, the entire team around him just collapsed. The support system that was there, gone. If mousesports do not get some kills quite early on into this round, we could see an issue for them, because they've actually gone for the 5 rifle setup, rather than having an SMG who can scout for you. Which is an issue we saw in Mirage most commonly, purely because that map is quite hard to get some information without jumping quite far in. Cash might be a bit easier to do it though, due to some decent angles being found from mid, as we're seeing here from Sunny. 2 easy kills for him.
Yeah, nice headshots coming out. Stiko looking to just try and further this round as well. I mean, they've already cracked it wide open, Ben.
Being shot by his teammate.
It's crazy that the biggest threat to mousesports is mousesports right now.
Apparently so. I mean, Sunny was just so confused. You could see him on like the X-ray when he turned around, like, wait, what?
Who's done this?
Clearly not happy that he's not sharing the kills around. You can see he was even shooting his teammates then as well. He shot a USP at them to try and taunt them. PHR, the last man alive. Just a matter of time, really. He'll probably walk into Rops' aim any time now, unless he waits on the corner. Walk straight into it, no chance. 14-3 mousesports. They're in complete control here. They're looking very strong, and you think Inferno is the next map. We've seen mousesports and Inferno quite a few times, and they are pretty strong at it.
Yeah, and I mean, if this is how well they're performing on Cash as well, that's got to transition over. A go, you've got to buy. The downside is, if they lose this round, it's all over. Surely, that's got to be the knock-on effect, Ben. That's the daisy chain here. So it really means everything. Sparrow has to have a huge performance with the AWP. Delve straight into it. They're coming towards him, but no chance. Doesn't even see them, Ben, before his lips have been ripped off. Luckily, PHR and Furlan can defend. They get a kill apiece. PHR keeps it going as well. Eliminates Rops. Oscar goes down, and it is just left on the Finn. 1 man that remains, all on Sunny.
The thing is, with the differential between him and his nearest teammates, you've got to assume he has been coming from a different direction. He'll drop down. PHR, unfortunately, that will not get to him, but he lined it up for a second, didn't he? He was perfectly in the line.
Yeah.
However, if he goes for a wide swing here, he might catch the player in heaven, but unfortunately, it's a left-hand peek. You are sticking out on that side. And that was the round started off so well for mousesports. You know, they took out Sparrow without him even seeing an opponent. He just stood there and just got absolutely destroyed through the smoke. Mousesports, they treated it like a bit of a bonus round there. Christian now picking up the SG, another fond user of the weapon.
He is. He's someone that used to use it for quite a long time, obviously. Him and MBK being the 2 predominant T-side players that used to whip out the Krieg a lot. Oh,
fortunate that Sunny was also there, but Chris J destroys Verlan.
I mean, it's got a scope. It's basically an AWP.
And he just keeps going.
Oh, Chris! Well, the Krieg has been eliminated. It's not going to carry on killing today. But he has managed to build them into a round that is actually winnable. I mean, it's a 3-on-3. Oscar as well with the AK annihilating as he...
They know he's at MBK.
Starts slaying everyone, Ben. The double kill going to come out. Caper hits the deck. It's all on PHR.
Bright side is he has a kit at the very least. However, you can tell by the way he's moving that this is most likely going to be a save call from him. He's giving up the chance of that regulation comeback at the very least. It will be 15 rounds to mousesports. The scary bit is, it's not even like AJ have like lost the firefight sometimes. They don't get a chance to fight back in some of these rounds. They just die before they even get a shot off.
It's literally just over before it's even started in a good majority. I mean, so many early entry kills found there for mousesports, and it's not amazing. A go as well. The economy is going to be quite restricted because obviously they won one, then got instantly reset. So the buy is going to be pretty awful, Ben. This could be a good night for a go on cash.
Yeah, you mentioned the buy being quite awful. We're going to see 2 rifles available, but obviously PHR saved his M4. Caper will be able to get a FAMAS in, but you've got 2 MP9s and a CZ. It's not looking great at all for the Polish side. Christian gets that SG back in. And Sunny, look how confident he's just going straight through.
Oh, Sunny actually keeps him blind as well, so that's a free frag. There is a player on the close left, also blind. No vision there, and most likely no win for a go. This should be a victory picked up by mousesports. Ben, looks like it is going to go 16-4. PHR has other ideas in mind, but Sunny, with a beautiful shot off, eliminates K for a matter of seconds. Sparrow will trade it. Both of the MP9s have found a frag, and PHR are actually popping off now.
Unfortunately, the Rops just saw him. Should be able to catch him as soon as he gets the option to see him fully. Doesn't need to rush this though, he should know. There's only a certain distance he could have gone. Sparrow did get the kill on Sunny. They know he's towards Z. If he's not towards Z, he's gone towards A main way. Just a matter of time here, really. If Oscar decides to move, it could be bad news. But Rops actually covers for him. 16-5. Very one-sided. We've had a few one-sided games so far today.
Yeah. That was over before it even started, really. Tremendously quick affair. mousesports, they dominate versus a go and destroy them on cash. And what do we even really say about that one?
At least with the Space Soldiers game, we could see it looked quite dysfunctional on the side, right? There was a lot of situations where it looked like they weren't working as a team correctly. AGO, though, they got sucked into the force by whirlwind, I think it's fair to say. They kept on chasing that economy because they knew these rounds were quite close. We could keep trying to. If we get 2 rounds in a row, we've won the force by battle. However, they just couldn't get it done. mousesports kept on fighting back over and over again. And by the time they realised we've lost that force by battle, it was already 8-3. And from there, mousesports just took the half completely.
Just crumbled away to absolutely nothing, left them in quite a horrible position. mousesports as well, performing very well. Each and every player finding a huge majority of frags into those rounds. I mean, countless times we saw them getting 2 or 3 entry kills before a go would even find a single pick into the game. So, pretty one-sided affair there. More to come, though, as our second map will be up next. For the meantime, we'll leave you the replays and see you after the break.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, Vodafone, The Road to Odense, Betway, MSI, Logitech G, Pay Safeguard, Mountain Dew League, and ESEA.